A 2x4 is only a few dollars and you can really make it into multiple very nice products that you can sell for good money. The first one that I built here is a set of pumpkins that is not very complicated to build. It requires a little bit of precision, but just with one 2x4 you can make it. It is best to sand the 2x4 at the very beginning, and you can build these very easily with a miter saw, but if you only have a circular saw, you can build this too. There is a detail which is at the top and at the bottom of the pieces, and it is at 45 degrees, and it's easier to cut these plunging with the miter saw, but if you only have a circular saw, you can make a similar detail using an aggressive sanding pad or an aggressive sander. And the glue up is also very easy because all these pieces are rectangular, so they're very easy to glue up together. I'm using some tape to keep the pieces from sliding, and then just with a couple of clamps, this is a very easy glue up. And before we continue, if you have not yet done so, please subscribe to my channel. It's growing very fast and I appreciate so much your subscription. Thank you. All the cuts are very simple here. There is one part that requires a lot of precision, and it's the detail on top. You can get some help using a big drill bit, but then you will have to use a chisel to do the final cutting. And this is a process that it's not very complicated. You know, the first time and second time you do it, it's a little bit complicated, but then you get the hang of it. And also, this is a project which is very easy to finish. I'm using spray paint. Here they're all colors, yellow, orange, and a very dark red. They're very good for Thanksgiving, for fall. So you want to use colors that have that fall vibe. As a final finishing touch, I also use some lacquer, which protects further the product but also makes it more shiny, more beautiful. And as you can see, this is a very good looking product, very stylish, very easy to sell, and that you can sell one or you can sell the set of three, and so depending on your market, you can do very well with this product. Moving on to the next project, these are what I call wood blocks, and they're very easy to make, but they're so cute, and you can make them in so many different versions using so many different woods. This can be a very good seller if you find the right market. There is very little cost involved in making this, and you can buy the lettering and the words online unless you have a CNC and you can make them with laser. The part that is a little bit more complicated but that renders this project unique is the layering of the paint. I'm gonna do 3 layers, one black, one white, and then I'm gonna do a third layer that is white again for one of the pieces, but then red and gray for the other 2. And then using a sanding block or some sandpaper, you need to age the product, and you need to blend all these colors together to make a product that is more sophisticated and that looks aged, that looks rustic, but it's a rustic that is very modern. And in fact, as you can see here, you can see the white, you can see the red, you can see the gray, you can see the black, you can see all the colors. To me, this is a really cool finish, and I enjoyed making it, and I think you will enjoy too, because it's opening a lot of possibilities by blending all the different colors. As you can see, the final product mixes the rustic and the modern. It's very compact, it's very easy to make, it doesn't cost a lot of money, and it's very easy to ship. Using a 2x4, you can create a set of pumpkin, cat, and ghost, which is very nice for the fall period because the pumpkin is more like a Thanksgiving product, and the ghost obviously it's more referring to Halloween, and the cat is something that is like for all seasons really. For the shape of the cat, the best tool to use is the jigsaw, but if you don't have a jigsaw, you can also use a handsaw, even though the jigsaw is going to be much easier, and also the jigsaw is going to be easier for you to use also to make the shape of the ghost. To shape the pumpkin, the miter saw is going to be the easiest of the tools, but you can use a sander if you don't have a miter saw and make a more like rounded shape instead of like a straight 45 degrees. I'm using spray paint for this project, black spray paint for the cat, and I'll use orange spray paint for the pumpkin, and obviously white spray paint for the ghost. But you could change the colors. I mean, you could have a yellow pumpkin, or you could have a gray cat, or a black and white cat. These products need to be a little rustic, and what I'm doing, I'm using some sandpaper to expose the edges a little bit. They don't need to be perfect. They need to be a little aged. For the eyes of the cat, I'm using 2 buttons, and this is a good solution for me because it's easy, but instead of using buttons, you could paint the eyes. And after having finished the pumpkin using a chisel, it's time to finish the ghost. And to make the eyes, for me a pencil and a Sharpie is the best technique. You could use spray paint, but for me this is much cleaner. And obviously the cat needs whiskers, and I'm using some string for that. You could use a different technique, but for me this works very well. And as you can see, the finished product is fun, it's beautiful, it's rustic, and you can sell it online or you can sell it at fairs. I hope that you enjoyed this video, that it inspired you to try a new woodworking technique, to go out, make products, try to make some money and improve your woodworking. And please check out the video link above. I think you will enjoy that too, and if you are not subscribed yet, please do so. Thank you.